you very much for sparing your time in the morning and coming here to know about the journey of Parth. You must be aware that how much electricity is important for everyone nowadays. If we talk about the electricity requirement in the year 1947 when we got independence, it was hardly 2 gigawatt, 2 into 10 raised to 9, 2 gigawatt. And today our requirement is almost 500 gigawatt or maybe more than that. That time the generation of power was hardly 1.2 gigawatt. Today our generation is almost 600 gigawatt. And next 5 years, Government of India is expecting to add about 250 additional gigawatt from only renewable energy. So you can imagine what was done in last 75 years. We are expected to do in next 5 to 7 years. And for that huge infrastructure for energy has to come up in terms of generation, transmission and distribution. So you know, generation, lot of companies are there, which includes Tata, Adani, Reliance, many more, NTPC, Power Grid, everybody is there. But from generation to bring it to the last point where the power is consumed by the people in this across the country, all the small and medium scale industries and all large scale industries, the power requires to be transmitted and distributed properly. Lot of investment is going on in generation, transmission and distribution, and our presence is there from transmission to distribution. So we provide solutions and services right from the generation till the distribution. We have got products which goes into completely distribution sector which is very important, because unless the power is distributed properly, we will not get the reliable power. And the products what we have goes directly into distribution system. In that also, lot of criticality is there, because earlier we used to see all overhead lines. You know, everywhere, each and every corner of the city and the town and the villages, we have overhead lines. Now also, most of the towns are having overhead lines. But if we talk about tier 1, tier 2 cities like Mumbai or Ahmedabad or many metro cities, we have started converting all those overhead network into underground network. So wherever we are going underground. Why we are going underground? Because overhead has got its own challenges. One is lot of losses are happening. Second is the safety issue, because all the live wires are running on top of it near to our houses. Third is it is harming the environment. Lot of birds are getting killed, monkeys are getting killed because of that. Lot of disruption are happening because of the short circuits. Lot of thefts are happening. The power is not available effectively because it is not able to go to each and every corner of the city. So that's how all those overhead lines are getting converted into underground network. And when we have underground network, we have the product called Ringmain unit, which is mandatory for anybody. Ringmain unit का जो काम है, which is basically like a switch, which not only controls the power but also protects the equipment which are connected with that power. So वो प्रोडक्ट हम लोग बनाते हैं. स्नाइडर से टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर लिया है हमने, और वो प्रोडक्ट हम लोग पूरा इंडिया में अभी बना के सेल करते हैं. वी आर ऑल्सो सेलिंग इट आउटसाइड इंडिया, लाइक अफ्रीकन कंट्रीज वेयर वी आर गेटिंग एक्सपोर्ट अपॉर्चुनिटीज ऑल्सो. उसके साथ साथ कॉम्पैक्ट सबस्टेशन करके भी एक हमारा प्रोडक्ट है. जो ये जो बिल्डिंग है पूरा ये होटल का, दिस रिक्वायर्स अ ह्यूज पावर, और उसके लिए अभी हम लोग उसके बाहर एक बड़ा ट्रांसफॉर्मर रख के हम लोग चला नहीं सकते, बिकॉज इट रिक्वायर्स अ एस्थेटिक लुक ऑल्सो. सो वी नीड अ कॉम्पैक्ट सबस्टेशन वेयर ट्रांसफॉर्मर कैन बी फिटेड इनसाइड, RMU can be fitted inside, and the low voltage system what is required for giving the power is also fitted inside. So one compact substation serves the purpose of this building. So ऐसे compact substation भी हम लोग बनाते हैं. उसके लिए भी हमने टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर किया है एग्रीमेंट विद स्नाइडर फ्रांस. सो ये दोनों प्रोडक्ट हमारे प्रीमियम प्रोडक्ट थे. अदर देन दैट वी हैव गॉट मीडियम वोल्टेज स्विच गियर पैनल, जो प्राइमरी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पे लगता है, जहां से पावर आता है यहाँ तक, वो जगह पे भी स्विच गियर्स लगते हैं, वो प्रोडक्ट्स भी हम लोग बनाते हैं. उसके बाद उससे ऊपर जो ट्रांसमिशन होता है उसको कंट्रोल और प्रोटेक्शन करने के लिए रिले पैनल्स लगता है, वो प्रोडक्ट्स भी हम लोग लगाते हैं. सभी कंज्यूमर्स का मीटरिंग के लिए जो प्रोडक्ट लगता है वो मीटरिंग प्रोडक्ट्स भी हम लोग बनाते हैं. सो ओवरऑल यू कैन से वी आर providing our products right from transmission to distribution. That is as far as products are concerned. If you talk about the services, then we provide complete services from generation, transmission to distribution. We have the desired skill set to provide the special value added services. So overall हम लोग ये पूरा सेक्टर में काम करते हैं एज अ कंपनी. जैसे बताया कि कंपनी 2005 में स्टार्ट हुई थी. मेरा बैकग्राउंड अगर बताता हूँ तो देन आई एम फ्रॉम अ टीचिंग बैकग्राउंड. माय फादर एंड ग्रैंडफादर बोथ वर टीचर. नोबडी हैज इवन थॉट ऑफ एंटरिंग इनटू बिजनेस. देयर मोटिव वाज टू गिव प्रॉपर एजुकेशन टू देयर चिल्ड्रन and I became an engineer in the year 1994. Thereafter I worked with a small dairy which is an outshoot of Amul Dairy, where I was given a task of manufacturing the ice cream. So as an engineer, I have manufactured the ice cream. Today, the brand called Amul is basically the same ice cream what I manufactured for the first time in that. So Amul ice cream is now #1 ice cream of Asia. So I am really proud that the first ice cream was manufactured by me as an engineer. After that, I worked with Jyoti Limited and where the real electrical engineering skill has started. So I was there in a customer service department where I used to handle so many projects like Indian Oil Panipat Refinery NTPC power plant. That was handled by me from Jyoti Limited, and like that I handled so many customers as a part of services before Siemens decided to recruit me. So then I was recruited by Siemens in the year 1996. So almost 1.5 years I worked with Jyoti. Since 96 till 2005 I was with Siemens, and I handled many you can say roles and responsibility in Siemens. Started with services, but then later I was quickly handling the big project like Reliance grassroots level refinery at Jamnagar. I was there for almost 3 years handling all the power system products, complete execution on behalf of Siemens in Jamnagar. After completing the refinery project, I was transferred to Baroda and then started handling actually the sales activities for all those customers. So we used to get a lot of projects for Siemens. So you can see services, projects and sales. All three experience have given me the confidence to start the business, and that's how in 2005 I started business. So I am the first generation entrepreneur. Nobody in my family has done any business till now. But yes, the first step was to be taken. That decision I have taken, and after that I thought that I must go step by step. So started developing the team from one person to almost 10-20 people, and started going to all those big customers like Reliance, Tata, Indian Oil, all those big customers. I went there and offered my services, and they accepted my services as an engineer, and that's how actually the journey of PAR started. While I was providing services, I thought that I can also start manufacturing, because I was aware of the pain what customers were facing. Even Reliance, they were facing a lot of problems. Tata, they were facing a lot of problems. So I thought that let me do something in manufacturing side also, where I can think of contributing or value adding in the area. The biggest challenge was to get the finance that time, because no bank was ready to support. As a manufacturer, they were telling, yes, you are providing services, but you cannot do manufacturing. But I was very confident that I can do something on manufacturing side also. Whatever funds were available in the market, I took that fund. Lot of risk was taken, but finally I started building the factory. Once the first phase of the construction was over, banks have opened up, and then they lended actually almost 5 crore first capital I got in the year maybe 2012. So since then the journey of this finance also started. Today also Canara Bank is with us, and we have more than 55 crore facility from that bank. I am happy to say that today we are a debt-free company. We don't have any long-term debt today. Short-term debt is also short-term capital is also very small amount compared to the size of the company we are. So this is what the journey I have just explained till 2005. I have focused on building the team. Today we are 250 employees. We have kept the philosophy of keeping our own manpower, keeping our own employee. We don't keep anybody on contract. So all the employees, all the people who are working in our company, they are our employee. And we build them day by day. My wife is also one of the directors in the company. She has been housewife actually before I started the business. But the first day of the business, she started working. She worked very hard, right from front desk to handling the offers, handling the customer, invoicing, payment collections, and today she is handling the operations of the factory. So while I am here, she is in the factory handling the factory operations. So together we are a good team to handle this entire business. We have got really good independent directors who are guiding us throughout this journey. So overall they are very professional, chartered accountant background, company secretary background, corporate lawyer background, and they are guiding us through this journey. Without team, nothing can be achieved. We have developed this team from a zero. Like they were, when they joined, they were raw, and we have trained them to the level where they are now becoming a leader of this organization. So we have a really good leadership team. Under them also we have second line of leadership, third line of leadership, and we keep every year those leaders added into this. We always do leaders meet, and last leadership was having 85 people in that room. So you can imagine 250 employees, and we have almost 85 leaders which are coming up. We are recently certified as Great Place to Work. Generally those big companies, they get certification. We have got this certification recently. There was an independent survey done by the agency, and we have been certified by this. Industry growth drivers, I have already told. A lot of government policies are formed to invest in power generation, transmission and distribution, especially in distribution where we have got a lot of products. You can imagine the outlay of 3 lakh crore is given by Government of India. A lot of RDSS scheme for DISCOMs are being laid, and in that scheme most of the products which are used are manufactured by us. So that is the huge, you can say, potential available for us. Power demand is increasing. The requirement of RMUs and CSS, as I have explained to you, is increasing day by day. These are the products what we manufacture. I have told you this ring grid, the smart cities are having smart RMUs which are communicable. We can control and monitor those RMUs and power sitting in the control room. We have medium voltage switchgear panel which is primary distribution. This is LT distribution, compact substation, then control and protection relay panel. So we have got very good value added products in our basket. If we talk about the all the product range, and if we see the competition or the peer group, those are big companies: Siemens, ABB, Crompton Greaves, BHEL, Schneider, Selmec. All those big companies, Lucy, Eaton, they are multinational companies. So even if we are a small company, we compete with those big giants, and we are able to win customer because of our products and services and capabilities. So you know how much potential we have actually to grow to the level, because we are directly competing with those big players. So we have the potential to grow to that level. That's what I mean to say. If you see the factory, we have really nice factory at the moment. The first photo you see, this building almost finalized construction is going on. We are adding 13,000 square feet of skill development center. You know, skill is the scarcity right now in India. We have a lot of people, but we have very little skill. And this is where actually all the big companies are also missing. Earlier they used to provide a huge training. They were investing hugely in training of those engineers and technicians. Now they have stopped training actually people. They want everybody ready made, and that's how we are facing a lot of problem in terms of services, in terms of getting the right skill. We are developing this skill development center to train our own skill. We will take people from the ITI colleges, degree colleges, diploma colleges, and we will train them to the requirement of the organization, to the requirement of the customer. And then from here we will build this organization, because we have 250 employees, we need 300 more employees in next 3 years. Because from IPO fund we are going to have 2 more factories coming up. I will come to that. So we will need really good people, and we want to develop our own skill. That will be a, you can say, low cost, high skilled manpower will be generating, and going forward it will help us to grow this organization. You can see the shop floor, we are maintaining a real good 5-year system, and the process is for better product, and customers are coming to our factory, inspecting it, and then taking all the products from our factory. We have really good testing setup also. As an electrical engineer, testing is very important. So unless you have a good testing setup, we cannot produce a real good product. If you see, we have the very big companies as our technology partner. Schneider from France. We have technology for ring beam unit and compact substation. So we have a really good technology to back up, and that's how we are able to compete Siemens, Lucy, Eaton, those multinational, and Crompton Greaves, which is a local company, equally with good product. And we have edge over others because our services are better than them. So most of the time customer prefers us because of our services, and product is always good. So that way we get better chance than Siemens. Last year, if I talk, almost 50% of market share from Gujarat state we have taken against those big giants. So that way we are able to really make a difference in the market with our products and services. Hezong is a company from China, which is listed company in China, and we have got also technology transfer agreement done with this company for new products which are coming up in new factory. So that's what I will be just explaining, the new products. We have a huge competitive advantage. We have the complete design, manufacturing and service capabilities, knowledge of all the standards. We have experience, management and leadership skill. We have approvals from all the major utilities, including Tata Power, Reliance, Adani, Crompton, this CESC, Kolkata State Electricity Company. Then we have global partners as Schneider and Hezong. We have focus on providing timely and specialized training to our team. We have all the quality certifications and also environment, health and safety certification. And most importantly, we have financial discipline. Today, we are debt-free company because of that only. Whatever money we have earned, we have invested back into the system. Our, you can say, capital investments are huge, and our capital to turnover ratio is also very good. These are the growth strategies for us. You know, refurbishment market is also we are tapping. See, when we are talking about the sustainability, we have to also see that if we can fetch the available life from the product. So most of the time those big companies, they are promoting that, okay, it is 5 years, 10 years, you just throw away the product. In India, we cannot afford that. So we go there and we refurbish all those products and give it back to the customer, and we can fetch additional 10 years life of that. So that is a big market which we are tapping. We have started tapping along with our products and solutions. The refurbishment market is also huge. Second is the specialized services. You know, specialized services, we have very few service people in India for those specialized services. So overall, you can say we have the edge over other manufacturers because of our services. Export is going to be our focus area. This year we have tapped US market with 4.8 billion export order from USA. This requires a special certification of the product, and which we have applied for it. So from this year onwards, we'll be going for US and Canada market also, which is going to bring a lot of top line and bottom line improvement going forward. Training institute is going to be the key for our company. This is the sustainability initiatives I have already explained. We have solar powered operation. We have 99 kilowatt of solar, which is being used in our factory. The recyclable packaging material which we are using, we have reduced lot of you can say use of wood by just deciding the packing methodology. We have R&D going on for development of SF6 free switch gears, where our partnership with Schneider is also coming into picture. Because SF6 gas is going to be reduced in use going forward worldwide, so we are developing the SF6 free switch gears also. This is what you have seen. We have all the big industries and utilities are our major customers. So that's what I want to say, that we are a small scale company, but we have a high you can say high valued customers, highly demanding customers, and we are able to win these customers because of our products and solutions. There are few recognition also we have received from all those customers. These are a few notable projects. I do not want to take you through those in detail. Some case studies. Our team is under training in Switzerland, so such trainings are given to our employees in Germany, Switzerland, as well as in China, so that the specialization can be achieved. And with this specialization, we are able to serve all our customers, including Reliance and big industries like Tata, Torrent. One of the things is including Jignesh Patel. My name is there. I am also trained, so I train myself also, so that I give the support to my team whenever they need. If you see about our financials, in FY23 we were at 65 crore, FY24 we have grown to 87 crore, and FY25 we have grown to 175 crore. In terms of EBITDA and PAT also, we have grown sizably 103% over a period of 3 years. So overall, we are growing not in terms of top line, but also in terms of PAT. We are ready for the next growth, because we have the complete ingredient in terms of infrastructure, in terms of you can say the manpower, and now going to have the enough capital also for a real good growth. Overall, if you see the financial discipline, we have working capital cycle of 21 days, which is really helping us to not only reduce the finance cost, but also going forward it will help us to improve our bottom line. Overall satisfaction of our vendors and contractors, because if we are able to pay on time, we are able to use the finance effectively. So overall growth can be achieved from this. Our ratios are also reasonably good. Going forward, we are expecting this to improve. This is how actually the private equity raise is there. We have done one private placement round in the year 2024 June. We have raised about 15.98 crore capital. The entire capital has been invested in expansion of the factory. One of the reasons we have grown from 87 crore to 175 crore is because of this. The expansion has really helped us to execute many projects what we had online.
with us, and because of that we could really take this 100% jump in the revenue. Going forward, we will have a good capital coming in the company, which will help us to build 2 more factories, which is planned, develop more products, so that we can grow from here in a big way. Overall, if you see the shareholding pattern, both the promoters are having almost 79-80% of the shareholding, and we have really good industry endorsement from Polycab family. They have invested almost 4.75% in our organization. We have Wari family office also invested in our company. So, and we have a real good name fund managers from White Pine Group, which is Bombay based. They have individually also invested in our organization. Like that, we have many other industry stalwarts invested in our company. So overall, we have industry endorsement also, because they see a lot of potential in our company for contribution going forward. How we are going to use IPO funds? This is what I have told you, that we are going for a new factory in Baroda, because the existing factory is fully utilized. We do not have any more space for additional, you can say, manufacturing. So we are going for a factory in Baroda, which is going to be bigger factory than the existing factory, where we are bringing the new products. Because only the existing product will not bring the desired growth what we are expecting going forward 5 to 10 years. We have to have new products, new technologies, which we are going in this Baroda factory. We are setting up one factory in Odisha. Why Odisha? Because eastern region does not have any formal manufacturer. There are not good manufacturing companies in eastern India. So we have taken the chance, we have taken the decision to go for manufacturing unit in Odisha. Odisha is a very favorably placed state. Lot of investments are coming. They have preferential buying philosophy also. So overall, we are very confident that if we set up a manufacturing unit in Odisha, we will be able to contribute heavily in eastern region, and that way from Baroda factory and Odisha factory we will be able to cater to entire India. That's what the plan is. The balance of the fund we are planning to utilize for repayment of short-term borrowing, which is hardly 17 crore at the moment. With 175 crore turnover, 17 crore cash credit is comparatively nothing for any organization. We are still trying to reduce it from this IPO fund, and the other funds we will be using for general corporate purpose and IPO expenses. This is how the IPO size is expected to be. We have kept, as a small scale industry, generally we don't expect the employee, you can say, quota. We have kept some shares for our employees also, and we have in fact educated them. We being a small scale industry, you know, they have limited knowledge about even the finance and the investment. So we have educated them that they should invest, starting maybe with our company or their own company, and going forward they should learn investment practices. So we have kept a really good amount for them to invest. One of the reasons that we trust all those employees, and employee also have the same trust with us. We have almost 80% employees with us more than 10-12 years. So overall we have a very less attrition ratio in our company, and that's how we are also nominated as a great place to work. We have the net offer for public going to be almost 43 crore. In that, QIB and individual investors will have this. HNI will have 6.51 crore. Anchor investor will have almost you can say 13.8 crore. So overall, this is going to be the issue size going forward. Our anchor is anchor book is getting open on 1st August, Friday, day after tomorrow. and the issue is going to be open on August 4 and will be closed on August 6th. The listing day will be 11th, which is expected to be on board. So overall, you can say this is the timeline for the IPO. Our lead managers are Horizon Management Private Limited, based out of Kolkata. Our registrar is KFinTech. Underwriters are Khazanchi and Gandhi Stock Broking. Market maker is Srini Shares Limited, and our banker for the issue is Axis Bank, and our company bankers are Canara Bank and ICICI Bank. So that's all from my side. Now I'll be happy to take questions, whatever you have. Thank you very much.